Students, last class, problem number 30 we completed. Problem number 31 you see, to calculate the volume of a cylinder, a student is given a meter scale of least count 1 mm to measure its length and vernier calipers of least count 0.1 mm to measure its diameter. If the length and radius are 10 centimeter and 2 centimeter respectively, then the percentage error in the calculated value of volume of the cylinder is how much? Volume of the cylinder, what is the percentage error they are asking. So volume of the cylinder formula V is equal to pi r square L. From this we can write delta V by V into 100 is equal to 2 into delta R by R into 100 plus delta L by L into 100. Like that we can write. Here in the measurement of the length, we are using vernier calipers. Least count will be 0.1 mm and 1 mm for measuring the length. Error will be scale will be. So here we can write. So what they are giving, radius is 2 centimeter. Error in the measurement of radius is 0.1 millimeter. So 2 into 0.01 by 2 into 100. Next. Length they are asking. Length error will be 1 mm. Means 0.1 centimeter. By length they given it as 10 centimeter into 100. So this value will be 1. That value will be 10. So finally, how much we are getting? See, 0.1 by, so length will be, radius will be 2 centimeter, error will be 0.01, yes, into 100. Once again we'll check, something is going wrong, we'll check. To calculate the volume of the cylinder, student is given a meter scale of least count 1 mm and measure its length. By using the scale, they measured the length. Least count of the length will be 1 mm. 1 mm means 0.1 centimeter. Both are same only. And radius value will be 2 centimeters, least count 0.1 mm. Then the percentage error calculated in the volume of measurement will be how much? Volume measurement cylinder na pi r square L, delta V by V into 100 is equal to 2 into delta R by R into 100 plus delta L by L into 100. So here this is 2 into delta R value will be 0.01 centimeter. 0.1 mm means 0.01 centimeter. And radius value will be 2 centimeters into 100. Okay. Next, length value they given it as 10 centimeter. This is 1 mm means 0.1 by 10 into 100. So what we will get? 2 will cancel. This value will be 1. Okay. Next, This value will also be equal to 1. Totally it will be 2%. Clear? 31, it will be D. Next 32. Two carbon resistances are given by R1, R2 values are given. What is the net resistance with percentage error if they are connected in series? 32 you see what is one resistor is there. Its resistance value will be 4 plus or minus 0.4 ohms. Another resistance is there, R2. Its resistance value will be 12 plus or minus 0.6 ohm. When these two are connected in series, okay, when these two are connected in series, what is the effective value of resistance? That is the question. R value is equal to R1 plus R2. So 4 plus 12, this value will be 16. Plus errors you have to add 0.4 plus 0.6, that value is equal to 1. So 16 plus or minus 1 ohm. But answer they gave in terms of percentage. One is how much percentage of 16 you calculate. 1 by 16 into 100. This is 100 by 16. So this value 6.25%. Okay. So therefore R value is equal to how much? 16 plus or minus 6.25% ohm. That is the answer. 16 ohm or plus or minus 6.25%. We can write like that also. Okay. That is the value. Next. So 32. It will be B. Next 33. Student obtain the value of Young's modulus of steel as 1.9 into 10 power 11 Newton per meter square, while the standard value of Y is 2.1 into 10 power 11 Newton per meter square. What is the percentage error in the measurement? Okay. So percentage error means what we have to do is, so delta Y by Y into 100. Young's modulus is indicated by the letter Y. So delta Y by Y into 100 will be the percentage error. So this value will be 2.1 into 10 power 11 minus 1.9 into 10 power 11 divided by 2.1 into 10 power 11 into 100. So change in the Young's modulus by actual Young's modulus into 100. So this value 0.2 by 2.1 into 100. So this is 20 by 2.1. So this value approximately 9.5% we will get here. So 33 it will be B. Okay. Next 34 you see. Young's modulus Y of a material is given by Y is equal to mgl by pi r square L. Percentage error in the load suspended at the lower end. Original length, radius R and the extension L are 1%, 1.5%, 2% and 2.5% respectively, what is the maximum possible percentage error in the y? Simple question. 34 what they are giving. See, Young's modulus formula they give. This is mg into L, mg into capital L by pi r square small l. Then they are asking what is the percentage error in the measurement of y. Simple. See, delta y by y into 100. They considered mg as a single quantity. So delta mg by mg into 100, delta L by L into 100 plus 2 into delta R by R into 100 plus delta L by L into 100. We had to write this one in terms of percentage error. Pi no need to write. 2 into delta R by R into 100 plus delta L by L into 100. Delta mg is the load connected. L is the length of the wire. R is the radius of the wire. Small l will be the extension in the wire they gave. So percentage errors they gave. Mg error will be 1%. This will be 1%. Delta L in the length error will be 1.5%. Plus delta R by R into 100, that value they gave it as 4%. 2 into 2 plus this value they gave it as 2.5. So 1 into 1.5, 2.5. 2.5 plus 4 means 6.5. 6.5 plus 2.5. This value will be equal to 9%. So what is the y value means 9%. Next 35. Wire has mass is given, radius is given, length is given. Maximum percentage error in the measurement of density. 35. Density is equal to mass by volume. Mass by pi r square into L. Then delta d by d into 100. This value delta m by m into 100 plus 2 into delta r by r into 100 plus delta L by L into 100. So percentage error in the density means delta m by m into 100 plus 2 into delta r by r into 100 plus delta L by L into 100. So here see, error and unit, that value will have the same units. Then no need to consider because they will cancel with each other. Mass, how much they gave? 0.003 by m value will be 0.3 into 100 plus r value they gave 0.2 into 0.005 by r value will be 0.5 into 100 plus delta L by L into 100 0.06 by L into 100. Clear? Delta L value they gave 0.06 by 6 into 100. So if you multiply with 100, this becomes 0.3 by 0.3. This value will be 1. That is also 0.5 by 0.5 cancels 2. Here this will be 1. Totally this value will be 4%. So what is the maximum percentage error will be there means 4%. So 35 it will be 8. Next 36. What they are asking, see, identify the pair whose dimensions are equal. 36. Identify the pair whose dimensions are equal. First, A, stress. Stress dimensional formula ml power minus 1 t power minus 2. Energy dimensional formula ml square t power minus 2. Clear? Whether these two are having same dimensions or not means no. Their dimensions are different. Next, B. Torque ml square t power minus 2. Next, work ml square t power minus 2. Torque and work is having same dimensions, so this is the answer. Just remaining also we will check force and work. Force dimensional formula ml t power minus 2. Next, work dimensional formula ml square t power minus 2. These two are not having same dimensional formula. Force and stress. Force ml t power minus 2. Stress ml power minus 1 t power minus 2. These two are not having the same dimensions. Okay, so that is also wrong. 36, so answer will be B. These three sets are not having same dimensional formula. So this is the answer. Clear? Next. 37, what they are asking, see, F is given by F is equal to AT plus BT square. F is given by F is equal to AT plus BT square, where T is the time. The dimensional formula of A and B is what? Okay. So, according to principle of homogeneity, these three will have same dimensional formulas. F, AT, BT square, all will have same dimensions. So, AT is equal to how much means F. Then A is equal to F by T. ml t power minus 2 by t. So A value ml t power minus 3. That is the A value. Next, B t square is equal to F. B is equal to F by t square. ml t power minus 2 by t square. So we will get this value as ml t power minus 4. So power 1 is there, no need to write. If you write also, nothing wrong is there in that. So what will be the answer for that is 37. Modify the third option, first option, ml t power minus 3 you modify, minus they listed in typing, 37 it will be first option. Modify the first option initially, that is m1 l1 t power minus m power 1 l power 1 t power minus 3, like that you write. Next 38, what they are asking, see 38, the dimensions of velocity gradient are the same as that of velocity gradient, means change in the velocity per unit length. Velocity gradient means change in the velocity per unit length. It will have same t power minus. This is the dimensional formula of velocity gradient. Which one will have the dimensional formula of velocity of gradient? A, frequency dimensional formula t power minus 1. B, periodic time, its dimensional formula will be t. Next, acceleration, its dimensional formula Lt power minus 2. Next, angular acceleration, its dimensional formula t power minus 2. Tell me what is the answer then? Velocity gradient and in this one quantity will have same dimensions. What is the quantity? That will be frequency. Clear? Next, 39. Kepler stated that aerial velocity of a planet remains constant. What are the units and dimensions of aerial velocity? Kepler stated that aerial velocity of a planet will remain as the constant. What is the dimensional formula of aerial velocity? Unit. What is the unit and dimensions both of aerial velocity? Aerial velocity means change in area by change in time. Area and change in area both are expressed in meter square. Time in change in time both are measured in seconds. So what is this? Meter square per second. That is the aerial velocity's unit. What is the dimensional formula means? L square by T. So L square T power minus 1. That is the dimensional formula. L square T power minus 1 will be the dimensional formula. Meter square per second will be the unit. 39, it will be B. Next to 40, what they are asking, see, when light of wavelength lambda travel through a glass, the refractive index of glass varies with wavelength as mu is equal to a plus b by lambda square. What is the dimensional formula of a and b? They gave one equation. mu is equal to A plus B by lambda square. They mentioned mu is the refractive index, lambda is the wavelength. Refractive index means velocity of light in vacuum by velocity of light in that medium will be called refractive index of that medium. Clear? For example, in the glass, if light is traveling with velocity and here in the vacuum, velocity of light, let it be 3 into 10 power 8 meter per second. Velocity of light in vacuum is 3 into 10 power 8 meter per second. Velocity of light in glass is 2 into 10 power 8 10 power 8 meter per second. The ratio between these two, velocity of light in vacuum by velocity of light in medium, that will be called refractive index of the light. Okay. So here refractive index of that medium. So this value 3 into 10 power 8 by 2 into 10 power 8, this value is equal to 1.5. Clear? My point is understanding? So refractive index is the ratio between two velocities. It is not having any unit, it is not having any dimensions. Okay. Now you use principle of homogeneity. According to principle of homogeneity, mu and A and B by lambda square all will have same dimensions. Mu, A and B by lambda square will have same dimensions. Therefore, A is equal to mu. What is the units and dimensions of mu? No. It is not having any units and dimensions. So, A, what is the dimensions means? M power 0, L power 0, T power 0. In the same way, B by lambda square is equal to mu. From that, B is equal to mu lambda square. Mu is dimensionless. Lambda means wavelength. Wavelength dimensions will be L square. So wavelength dimensions will be L. Lambda square means L square. So L square. M power 0, L power 0, T power 0 and L square. Those will be the dimensions of A and B. So 40, it will be C. Clear? Next, 41. Bernoulli's equation is given by P plus half rho V square plus rho GH, that is rho GH is equal to constant is equal to K. Where P rho V H G and H will have usual meanings. The dimensional formula for K is same as that of. Clear? So Bernoulli's theorem is stating P plus half rho V square plus rho GH. Here they used capital V, you also use the capital V, nothing wrong is there. Plus rho GH is equal to K. Here P is the pressure, rho is the density, V is the velocity, G is the acceleration due to gravity. This is density. h is the height. Okay. Here what they are asking, what is the dimensions of k? K will represent which physical quantity. Okay. So all will have same dimensions, remember. According to principle of homogeneity, dimensions of P, dimensions of half rho V square, dimensions of rho G H and K all will be same only. That is from principle of homogeneity. So K dimensions will be equal to then pressure dimensions. Okay, thrust means what? Force. So K is equal to P. So its dimensions m L power minus 1 T power minus 2. Okay. Then check the options. First they gave thrust. Thrust means force. Force dimensions ml T power minus 2. Its dimensions is not equal to K. K dimensions is what? M L power minus 1 T power minus 2. Next, pressure. Pressure dimensions M L power minus 1 T power minus 2. So this is the answer. Pressure gradient. Means pressure per unit length. M L power minus 1 T power minus 2 by length. M L power minus 2 T power minus 2. Pressure gradient. Velocity gradient. Change in the velocity by length. This value T power minus 1. Okay. So here which will what is the answer then? Pressure gradient, velocity gradient are not having the dimensions. So this will be the answer. Clear? Next. 42. Dimensionless physical quantity does not have a unit, may have a unit, may have or may not have a unit, does not exist means dimensionless quantity, it may have unit, it may not have unit. Okay? Mechanical equivalent of heat. It is having unit, but it don't have any dimensions. So it may have unit, it may not have unit. 42, C will be the answer. If a quantity is dimensionless, compulsorily that quantity should be unitless means no. That quantity may have unit, may not have unit. Okay? Mechanical equivalent of heat, one term will come in the heat part. That is having unit, it is not having any dimensions. Next. 43 you see, what is the dimensional formula for pressure gradient? Already we did pressure gradient. Change in the pressure by change in the length. Change in the pressure per unit distance. That will be called as the pressure gradient. So this value m L power minus 1 T power minus 2 by L. So this value m L power minus 2 T power minus 2. That is the dimensional formula of pressure gradient. Next, 44. Dimensional formula for the ratio of angular momentum to linear momentum. angular momentum to linear momentum. What is the dimensional formula? Angular momentum dimensional formula will be m l square t power minus 1. Linear momentum dimensional formula m l t power minus 1. So what is the dimensional formula? L. M power 0, L power 1, T power 0. We can express in that format also. Nothing wrong is there. This can be represented as M power 0, L power 1, T power 0. Both are having the same meaning. So, the 44 B. Ratio of angular momentum and linear momentum will have this one. Next, 45. The viscous force acting on a body moving through a liquid is proportional to its velocity. What is the dimensional formula for the constant of proportionality? Viscous force is directly proportional to velocity. What is the dimensional formula for constant of proportionality? F is equal to K into V. K is dimensional constant. Then K is equal to F by V. F m L T power minus 2. V value L T power minus 1. F value m L T power minus 2, V value L T power minus 1. So this value m T power minus 1. So it will be C, third option. M T power minus 1. Understanding? Next, 46. What they are asking, see. Which of the following is a dimensional constant? It is having dimensions and it is a constant. Relative density is dimensionless. Density of body by density of water. It is not having any dimensions. So, dimensionless constant, that is. Refractive index velocity of light in vacuum by velocity of light in medium, that is also not having any dimensions. Dielectric constant F in the air by F in the medium, that will be called dielectric constant, that is also not having any dimensions. Gravitational constant is having dimensions. Okay. Once again, see, relative density. Relative density means density of body by density of water. So it is dimensionless. Both densities will cancel. Next, refractive index. Velocity of light in vacuum by velocity of light in medium. It is also dimensionless. Next, dielectric constant. Then this value will also be in terms of capacity. We can represent in terms of force. We can represent this one. When two charges are kept in the air, force between them will be 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by R square in vacuum. In the medium 1 by 4 pi epsilon means K into, so then K is equal to, in terms 2-3 manners we can represent this one. K is equal to epsilon by epsilon naught, permittivity of medium by permittivity of vacuum. 2-3 in terms of force, in terms of capacity, in terms of dielectric constant, in terms of permittivity, capacity, we can represent this one. It is also dimensionless because the epsilon and the epsilon naught will have same dimensions. Clear? Next. Fourth one, gravitational constant. Gravitational constant is represented by capital G, m power minus 1 L cube t power minus 2. So which of the following is a dimensional constant? These are also constant values, but they don't have any dimensions. Only gravitational constant value is constant. Uh, 6.67 into 10 power minus 11. So its value is constant and it is having dimensions. Okay. Next, 47 you see. Which of the following physical quantities is a dimensional variable? Means it is having dimensions. Angle is having no dimensions. Relative velocity means change in the velocity. Change in the velocity and velocity will have dimensions. So that value will be Lt power minus 1. Refractive index is not having any dimensions. Relative density is also not having any dimensions. 45 is dimensional variable. Relative velocity will be dimensional variable. 47 see. What is the dimensional formula for angle 0? M power 0, L power 0, T power 0. Next, relative velocity. Relative velocity means change in the velocity. So it is having velocity dimensions, that is Lt power minus 1. Okay. Refractive index. M power 0, L power 0, T power 0. Next, fourth one, relative density. Density of body by density of water. It is also not having dimensions. Now what is the answer here? Which of the following physical quantities is a dimensional variable? It is having dimension. Which is having dimensions? This is clear. Next, 48. The equation of state for a real gas has a pressure P, volume V and temperature T is expressed as P plus A by V square into V minus V is equal to RT, where A, B and Kepler are constants. What are the dimensions of formula for A by B? Simple only, see, P plus A by V square into V minus V is equal to RT. One equation they gave. What is the dimensions of A by B? Principle of homogeneity, what they are saying, When two quantities are adding, when two quantities are subtracting, they will have same dimensions. So P is equal to A by V square. From this A is equal to PV square. P dimensions, A by V square dimensions will be same. Therefore A is equal to PV square. V is equal to B. From this B is equal to V. If you do A by B is equal to PV square by V. V will cancel. This is equal to PV. P into V will be work done. Work done dimension formula ml square T power minus 2. Okay. So that is the dimensional formula of work done. 48. It will be C. Next 49. P is the pressure, X is the distance, T is the time. Then dimensional formula of A by B in the equation, P is equal to A minus T square by Bx. There. So one equation they give. What is the equation they gave? See, P is equal to A minus T square by Bx. P is equal to A minus T square by Bx. This is the given equation. Then what they are asking, what is the dimensions of A by B? We are subtracting these two now. So these two will have same dimensions. A minus A is equal to T square. So A dimensions will be how much? T square. B dimensions we need. P, you substitute the dimension formulas. P, m L power minus 1 T power minus 2. A minus T square means A T will be have the same dimensions. So it will be T square. This will be B into L. You bring this B to this side. So T square by m L power minus 1 T power minus 2 into L. L this will cancel. So m power minus 1 T power 4. M power minus 1 T power 4. That is the value of B. They are asking the value of A by B is how much? So T square by m power minus 1 T power 4. This value m T power minus 2. So m T power minus 2 will be the answer. A by B. M T power minus 2. So option D will be the answer for this. Clear? Simple only. All problems are relating to dimensional formulas only. That's why you had to memorize each and every dimensional formula. Then you apply, then you will get the answers. Okay? Like this you should do this one. Next. 50. Physical quantity Q is given by Q naught into e power minus alpha t square. Q is equal to Q naught e power minus alpha t square. Then what is the dimensions of alpha? That is the question. So here alpha t exponential Logarithmic, trigonometric functions, they don't have any dimensions. So e power this one. So alpha t square is dimensionless. Okay, this entire is dimensionless. So alpha t square is also dimensionless. So alpha is equal to 1 by t square. So t is the time. So t power minus 2. So L power 0, M power 0, T power minus 2, 50, it will be C. Okay. With this today we will stop and remaining we will continue tomorrow. Okay. Thank you.